Akshita Bahuguna, and I'm back here with my entrepreneurship classes, Unbox Entrepreneurship. And one thing that is for sure I've heard every time is entrepreneurship is scary, it is so dreaded and it is so fearful. Everybody comes and say entrepreneurship, it is very risky. Risky? It has so many failures attached to it. It has rejections attached to it, and that mindset of accepting failure and crying for failure and feeling ashamed of rejection, that is something. Never let us embrace entrepreneurship. So in order to embrace entrepreneurship, we should learn to embrace failure and embrace rejection. How can we do that? What are the strategies to learn to embrace the failure? These are the 5 strategies that I am going to give you today. Number 1, don't wait for the ideal situation. There is no ideal situation. You have to get started to create an ideal situation. So there is no time when everything is flawless. We have to get started to be flawless. There is no time when the things are ideal and situation is ideal and things are perfect. We have to get started to be perfect and to make things flawless to get ideal situation. And that is the first strategy. Start the things, take action. Don't wait for any ideal situation to come. Create an ideal situation. Second, failures depress us because we forget to fail the failures. We need to reject the rejection. And how can we do that? We cannot ignore these things. What we can do is we can embrace them as a part of situation, as a part of winning strategy, the game that we are playing. And for that, to fail the failure, to reject the rejection, I'll give you a strategy. For that, what you can do is you can do something you are passionate about. You can do something that you love to do because it gives you energy. It gives you regeneration to start over again and work more. The rule is 3:1. 3:1 means if you have one failure, you need to have 3 successes or the winnings. Winnings, how would you ensure that? The winnings cannot be like the winning in the same game. What you can have is you can have a good cup of coffee that you like. You can have golgappas if you love that. You can go and watch a movie. You can go to the environment and love the climate. You can get wet in the rain. That is something that if you love that, whatever you love, if you love reading, read an interesting book, and that will give you an energy to move forward. That will give you the 3 successes, the 3 happiness around one failure. 3 success moments, 3 happy moments around one failure will give you the enough energy to fight the failure and move again, work again. Third, the scientist mindset. Now, what is a scientist mindset? Scientist has a mindset of performing the experiment. They don't have the idea of what the result they are going to get. Will they be successful or will they be failed? They have a mindset of performing the experiment and writing the observations. Based on the observations, the success and the failures are defined. So be in that mode where you are doing the experiment, you are taking the action and writing the observations. The observations, if they are giving you money, if they are giving you success, very good. If they are not giving you money and success, then write them as learning experiences and the things that you must not do. So writing the observations should be the key. The failure is not fatal. Accepting the failure as an experience is something that will lead to the success to you, and that will give you an attitude of positivity. Fourth, experiment with the new ideas. It is very difficult to go to a new shop and buy a thing. If there is a new shop nearby, how many of us can just go there? How many of us can explore a new road when we are going somewhere? These are the small steps that teach us that we need to do new things. We need to have new ideas so that we can change the ways. If you do the same thing, you get the same result. If you want to get the different result, do different things. Do things differently. And that is something that we need to learn. Now, the first thing that you can do differently is you can embrace the failure. And I'll give you a mantra for that. Start early, fail early. Start early and fail early. It means if you start early and if you test the things earlier, you will fail earlier, and gradually you will be able to exhaust all the ways of failing. Once you have exhausted all the ways of failing, only one way would be left, and that way is a way to success. So start early, fail early. That is a mantra to get success in entrepreneurship. Start early. If you are starting your blog today, you will not get the success in first blog. What you need to do, you need to do it consistently. You need to give different ideas, new ideas, and the ideas that click would give you the success. To get the overnight success, you need to lit overnight lamps. That is something which is required. Fifth, it is beneficial to change the perception or opinion. We can't stick to one opinion or one perception every time. We need to change the perception. Changing the perception is not equivalent to failure. Changing the perception means growing mature, getting the different perspectives, going across the table to understand the different perspective, the different views. They are different. The way camera has different angles and it gives a different image with different angles. Same way, the different perceptions give different results, different action points, different ideas. We need to see the things with different perceptions as well, and be courageous to have a different opinion as well. Because if the opinion changes, the perception changes. If the perception changes, our ideas changes. If our ideas changes, our actions changes. If our action changes, the result changes. So we need to learn to change our opinion, to change our perception. And to be successful, don't forget to fail. Be happy, be entrepreneurial, live in abundance, and if you want to pursue this, keep liking, sharing and subscribing our channel. And don't forget to share it with your friends, family and fellows. Thank you.